Tinker Bell's borderline personality disorder. Once upon a time, there was this boy named Peter Pan, who lived in Neverland. He grew up with no parents, along with other little boys. They were called the Lost Boys. One day, Peter Pan sprinkled some pixie dust, along with a magic potion from another fairy, on a tulip. This led to the creation of Tinker Bell. She grew up with the Lost Boys for many, many years. Tinker Bell was sassy, jealous, brave, and smart. She was happy being the only female in Peter Pan's life. They were best friends, and they did everything together. She only wished that he would love her deeply, like she loved him. They lived happily, and Tinker Bell had no reason to be jealous, until Wendy came along. Peter Pan met Wendy when he ended up flying into their home in London one night. Wendy helped Peter by sewing his shadow to his feet. After that, Peter asked Wendy to go back to Neverland with him so she could be the mother of him and the other Lost Boys. Wendy hesitated at first, but then she agreed to go, bringing her two brothers Michael and John with her. Tinker Bell, already feeling irritable, sprinkled her pixie dust on them, and away they went to Neverland. After being in Neverland for a little while, Wendy became acquainted with the Lost Boys, and they started loving her like she was their mother. When Tinker Bell saw the way that Peter looked at Wendy, she became angry and started having difficulty controlling her emotions. Peter Pan was confused, because she had never acted this way. With her frequent angry outbursts and verbal abuse, Peter started realizing that Tinker Bell has borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder is a serious mental illness that consists of unstable and dangerous moods, behaviors, and actions. Individuals with borderline personality disorder have problems regulating their emotions and have unstable relationships with people. This describes Tinker Bell perfectly. Peter never acted upon her symptoms until he found out Tinker Bell started becoming physical with Wendy by pulling her hair and harming her in other ways. Peter took action once he heard that Tinker Bell asked the Lost Boys to shoot her with an arrow. Peter was thinking about Wendy's safety, as well as the safety of others. Peter took Tinker Bell to a local therapist who diagnosed her with borderline personality disorder and recommended that she treats her with talk therapy and medication. Peter knew that Tinker Bell was a good fairy, but she was just suffering from this mental illness. After a few months of dialectical behavior therapy, also known as DBT, with her psychiatrist, as well as the medication, Tinker Bell showed major improvement in her character. DBT teaches skills on how to control emotions and how to act when feeling a certain way. Peter Pan was proud of the person Tinker Bell grew to be in just a few months. Wendy, having no hard feelings towards Tinker Bell after her actions, was proud of Tinker Bell also, and with the continuation of therapy and her DBT skills, Tinker Bell and Peter Pan lived happily ever after in Neverland.